Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, NAF Atsugi, everybody out there in Facebook land, everybody there in Big Channel, welcome to another spectacular Captain's Call edition. We are here in awesome AIMD, Aircraft Intermediate Maintenance Department, and here on the base they do all kinds of different stuff, and we're very proud to be in this wonderful place, a very important building on the base. And down at the other end of the table we got Master Chief Duncan. How you doing, Master Chief?
Doing well, sir.
Awesome. And here next to us we have a wonderful sailor, and that's ASA and Janice. How you doing?
Good,
Steve and Janice. Well, we're really proud to have you on the show today. So AIMD, so it's kind of a long acronym, and so tell us what AIMD does here, and what do you do here as an AS?
Okay, well, AIMD, me personally, I am an AS, an Aviation Support Equipment Technician, and we issue gear out to the squadrons.
Okay.
We help them. They have to use all sorts of gear to get their planes up and running, to keep them air conditioned, to clean them, all sorts of stuff. When they're done with that gear, they bring it back here, and we turn it back in. And we also have to do preventative maintenance on these gears to keep them good and up and running.
Awesome.
And that's what I do here as an AS, to just work on those.
Wow. That's a pretty impressive job, and you've only been in the Navy for about a year, and only here in 5 months.
Yes, sir.
And you know your job so well already. You were able to describe it so well. So you must be a really top-notch sailor.
Thank you, sir.
So great. Well, it's great. AMD is a huge contributor to fleet readiness out here, and you work on aircraft props, engines, all kinds of tools and parts. That specialized gear that you were talking about keeps our airplanes flying, and really makes a difference out here in Japan. So thanks for being on the show with us today.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So CMC, we got a few short notes and a couple of commentaries afterwards. So let's hit it.
All right, let's talk one more time about the power outages. A base-wide outage for major repairs will occur on Saturday, September 21st from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. on Sunday, September 22nd. Please check NAF Atsugi Facebook page or base information channel for more information, and contact Public Works at 115.
The next topic from American Red Cross. There will be an adult and pediatric first aid CPR AED class on Saturday, September 21st from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pre-registration is required. To register, please visit classes.redcross.org. For more information, please call 264-6794.
She is a real professional. Outstanding. Okay, in AISA news, if you are a dependent of an enlisted service member and need money for college, then you may be in luck, and you may be eligible for a scholarship awarded by the Atsugi Enlisted Spouse Association. For more information on scholarship requirements or applications, please visit the AISA website at aisajapan.info. All applications are due by Monday, October 14th at 10 a.m. to the Navy College, and winners will be notified by Saturday, October 19th. So get your applications in.
Additionally, from AISA is looking for babysitters to add to their super sitters list. The super sitters list is made up of teenagers and adults who are all certified through the Red Cross. Community members can use super sitters to watch their children during meetings and events. If you become a super sitter through AISA, you can be reimbursed for your CPR, first aid, AED, and babysitters training courses. For more information, please visit aisajapan.info or email aisajapan@hotmail.com.
The CFC kickoff. We have officially kicked off the 2013 Combined Federal Campaign Overseas this week. Once again, we are looking forward to beating the amount from last year that we raised for charity with the help from people just like you. Please join us in supporting the charities that are most important to you through the CFC Overseas by completing your pledge card today. For more information, go to www.cfcoverseas.org or talk with your CFC representative.
Okay, well that's all the prepared notes that we have. I have a couple things to want to announce. First of all, good luck to the Zama Trojans as we take on Kinnick High School this Friday night. So we got another great traditional Friday night here in Atsugi, so come out and enjoy a great football game between two great competitors, and we have what's called the Smackdown Bowl. So we have a little trophy we're going to take back from Kinnick High this year. So good luck Trojans out there. And to everyone, we're going to be doing a lot of construction on our theater, so those of you who like to go to the cinema and enjoy our wonderful 3D projection system out there, you can still do that, but we've got some construction going on in the lobby area. So the bad news is you can't bring any, or you can't buy any concessions there, so no popcorn and that sort of stuff. But the good news is you get to bring your own food in. So I'm not talking about 8-course meals in there, but some kind of fast food that you get on the base, preferably. You can bring that on in there and clean up after yourselves and make it easy for the cinema crew to take care of your wonderful theater. But we got some great additions coming in there. It's just going to be a little destructive. And oh, by the way, you can't go to the bathroom at the theater. You're going to have to go to the Sailor Lounge or over to McDonald's or the food court. So a little inconvenient, but as a team we'll come together and we'll do some great stuff out there. So hey, one last note before we sign off on the first part of the broadcast. I want to talk about driving and drinking, and as you know, it's a very hot topic around here. We've had a rash of incidents lately, and folks, I don't know how to impress this upon you enough, in that if you have a single drink, you are no longer capable, qualified, or authorized to drive around here. Okay, so the legal driving limit is .029. Anything above that, if you're driving on the base, you're DWDI. If you're driving out in town, again, you're DWDI. If you have an accident out there, we're talking jail time, we're talking fines, and these are different rules than we're used to back home. So you really cannot get behind the wheel if you've had any alcohol in the recent past. So we had yet another spouse this weekend had a DUI, this time involving wreckage, and so the good news is no one got hurt. But boy, if we're happening this many times, I want to know how many times we're not catching it out there. So this is a team effort from every supervisor out there, from every leader on the base. And I'm talking active duty and reservists and spouse and family members out there. We need to come together a little bit better at Atsugi. We're not doing a good job right now policing ourselves and going in there. So, I don't want to go in these clubs and make sure and check everybody's keys and make sure that they got a ride home personally. But I will do that if I have to, and we'll get the CMC out there. And security can certainly help us out with that sort of stuff. It's just that important. So please police yourselves. Please be a team player. And if you see someone doing this, you got to stop them right away. Okay. So not some great news to end up on, but absolutely necessary. We've had a spike this past 2 months, and we absolutely have to curb this trend. 0 DUIs. That's our goal, and that's our expectation. And anything more is just that's a failure on our part, and we need to do better. So. Thank you very much for listening, and Seaman Janice, thanks for being on the show for us. We've got a great part 2 coming up, so don't go anywhere.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll be right back, and thanks MWR for letting us know what's going on and the tours this summer. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Thanks.
Registration is now open for the 15K Swim Challenge. Participants will swim throughout the month of October to complete 15K, about 500 meters per day. To earn a reward, registration is available at Ranger Gym until Thursday, September 26th. While Cinema 77's concession area is undergoing renovation, there will be an altered traffic pattern. All those wishing to enter the Liberty Lounge will need to do so via the corner pocket or rear entrance. Movies will still be playing at Cinema 77 while renovations take place. Registration for lifeguard training will take place from October 1st through the 18th. All participants must be 15 years or older, and the fee will cover all course material and certifications. Please call 264-6165 for more information. Now back to Captain's Call.
Hey, we're back in Atsugi. Welcome back to the second part of the show. Thanks MWR for letting us know what's going on out there. And we've got some great comments out there, good BZs and concerns. And we'll get to them in a second, but afterwards. But I want to, first say hello to ASAN Janice again. And so thanks for coming on the show. So now you're from a small town in Indiana?
Yes.
Is that right? So heart of the Midwest. And I understand you've got some family members back there and back in the States that you might want to say hi to.
Yes, I would. I would like to give a shout out to my husband and my family. They have all been very supportive in my decision to join the Navy, and I really appreciate that. It has been what's been keeping me going this whole time, and I'd like to thank them.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great shout out. And for the folks back home, ASAN has traveled 11,000 miles or so from many time zones, and it's kind of hard to comprehend what she's doing out here. But I'll tell you, she's doing an incredibly important mission out there, keeping our airplanes up and running. As you read the papers, this is quite the hot spot in the world, and it's a great place to serve because we're deployed and we're doing what the Navy is out here to do. So she's doing a wonderful job, and obviously nominated by her command. So in just a few short months, she has made a huge impact and a great impression on her entire chain of command, and we just are very lucky to have her on the show and part of our Atsugi team. So thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so we got a couple comments out there, and I think we can tackle these there, CMC.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. So our first one is for bachelor housing. This is unfair. I am on shore duty, and I was forced to get rid of my couch that I had in my barracks room. I have had many friends that are in CAG 5, but they are not made to get rid of theirs. They aren't even here most of the year. So why do they get exempted from this rule?
Okay, well, we had a couple of these ICE comments not long ago, and they were from CAG 5 sailors,
Yes, sir.
and their complaints were, why did you make me get rid of my furniture? So this rule applies to all of our single sailors out there, and whether you're on shore duty, whether you're at sea, and the reason is we have to keep a government standard of furnishing out there. When we start personalizing these rooms, then we start having problems out there, and we tried to do this a long time ago, and it didn't work out. So we're enforcing the policy. When everyone signs into their rooms, they sign these policy statements. No personal furnishings, and there's a small list of things that you can bring in there. It's for your safety, and it's for your for keeping the barracks in tip-top shape. So personal furnishings aren't allowed in these buildings, unfortunately. And we do have the standards out there, and we have to keep them. So sorry you're not happy with that decision, but that's what we'll be. We'll continue to enforce that. So thanks for writing in.
And if I may reiterate my comment from before on this same issue, sir, military barracks, not college dormitory.
Okay.
All right. Sir, our second one comes from the Navy Lodge. I expected a much higher level of service from your company, and I'm quite disappointed that the supervisor was gathered with friends in the lobby for about 20 minutes to finish a conversation that they were having when I walked in. When she decided that she would help me, she seemed very agitated and annoyed. If I had to rate my experience on a scale of 1 to 10, my experience rating would be a 4. This is the worst customer service I have ever experienced in all the lodges I have stayed at.
Okay, well, that's a pretty powerful comment. So from Miss Wicker over there, she's going to speak to the associates involved in this time frame. So we really appreciate when we get some customer names and information so we can feed these back to you. We really want to improve our customer service, and Navy Exchange is a customer-oriented business. So when we get the names and contact number, we can provide feedback right to you. Unencumbered. So Miss Wicker is going to take a look at the videotapes, or she already has, and she did not see the incident that you mentioned there, but she's going to make sure that customer service is their number one priority there, and we certainly reiterate whenever we go over there and talk to them. Generally, we get pretty good reviews of our Navy Lodge. Maybe it's just a bad experience or a bad time frame for you to be there. So we will continue to try to improve over there at the Navy Exchange, and thanks for writing in.
All right, sir. Our next one is kind of lengthy, but I'll paraphrase. This is for personalized services. We had a customer that was writing in regards to the Navy Exchange storage facilities and their billing procedures. Apparently, there's some difficulty in getting notices as to when payments are due, making arrangements for long-term storage in terms of paying prorating payments, for a period. And I guess this customer just wasn't satisfied with the responses that they were getting back from Navy Exchange. And he's racking up some late fees, and he's pretty perturbed about it because he was trying to be proactive.
Sure. Okay, that's good. Well, fortunately, this individual did leave some contact number, and that's good because Mr. Newbill, he did, as I understand it, contacted you, and we are going to look at that process end to end. Someone mentioned this to me a couple weeks ago, so I promised we'd take a look at it. So it looks like the hot lockers, basically, those are our rental storage areas on the base for overflow for your base house. So we do have a new billing system in the works. It's not in there right now. So it'll basically send you a reminder when your bill is due, and certainly when your late payments don't make it there, we're going to make sure that you have a better system out there so that you don't get charged that extra. So I think Navy Exchange does try to be customer service oriented. Conrad does a great job over there to be very helpful, and so if you ever have need any assistance in the future for customer service, call Conrad at 264-3197. We're going to see if we can make a change and help you out. So thanks for writing in. Appreciate it.
That's all we have for concerns this week.
Is that it? You got to be kidding me. Okay. Well, we're doing pretty good this summer. Okay, so we have a couple of Bravo Zulus, and ASN, you're going to help us take the show home.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Our first Bravo Zulu goes to the Auto Hobby Shop. I cannot express sufficiently in words the gratitude I have for the outstanding service and support I received by the Auto Hobby Shop at the Atsugi NAF. All staff members are very helpful no matter which day I come in. Mr. RC, the supervisor, is especially helpful and gets right in there by advising and even getting his hands dirty, doing real work, helping the many customers every day, including myself. I had many issues and repairs needed, and Mr. RC personally helped me figure out what to do and what tools to use and how to use them. What a great servant and worker he is, delivering such a practical benefit to us all. I would have had to pay hundreds and even thousands of dollars off base in an expensive Japanese shop to do the same repairs. No job is too small or too large to discuss and help with, which has occurred many times in my case. Improvements needed. Many of the tools look worn or are broken and need repair and or replacement. New and up-to-date tools are needed in my opinion. Simple pumice soap to wash our hands is purchased by the staff out of their own pockets for us customers. Otherwise, we could not even wash our hands. Nobody complained, but I found out when the soap was about to run out. Also, it has not been helpful to be closed on Tuesday and Wednesday. We need 7 days a week, please. Negatives aside, again, my praise for all the auto hobby shop staff and for Mr. RC, who is a real jewel for all customers, is off the charts. Mr. RC and this facility make being overseas a more pleasant and fruitful experience. Thank you very sincerely.
Nice job, Hobby Shop.
Our next Bravo Zulu goes to the Navy Lodge. I would like to say that my personal experience at the Navy Lodge in Atsugi was amazing. Tiffany, the front desk supervisor, gave superior customer service in the midst of a chaotic lobby full of people. Keep up the great work.
Okay, one up, one down for the Navy Lodge. This one.
Hey, breaking even.
There you go.
Good.
So, well, great. So, SAN, after 29 years in the Navy left that you have, you'd be a wonderful broadcaster. So, keep working your skills. You did a great job today. Very professional. So, great job. So, I can see why you got nominated to be your Sailor of the Week today. So, okay. Well, that concludes our show. I want to thank AMD for having us out here and all the folks. And all you do to keep our fleet flying, we really appreciate it. Thanks for being such great tenants on the base, and we're happy to support you when we can. And very pleased to be here. So great show, CMC. Thank you very much.
And thank you, sir.
Team Janice, thanks for a great show today.
Thank you.
And we're going to sign off now, and we'll see you next week on the Captain's Call. Thanks for tuning in.